welcome. My name's Linda Daniels and I'm co-director of the Southern Sustainability Partnership in Southampton, and we run corporate sustainability events. Now, today we're going to be covering the Big Sustainability Awards, and this is an initiative that's been running for 9 years and really is on the back of and in support of the Big Sustainability Expo, which is our flagship event we've been running for 11 years. Now, to help me to do so, I'm absolutely delighted today to be joined by Sue Murphy, who is Practice and Business Development Manager at the Practice Management Department of Paris Smith. Now, Paris Smith is a legal firm of, I can't even believe, 205 years experience, which is in itself just a goosebump moment. And you support individuals and businesses and organisations. And just to geographically put you in place, you have offices in Southampton, in Winchester, and I believe it was last year that you opened your first office in Bournemouth in Dorset, which is my neck of the woods. So, Sue, I'm absolutely delighted that you took the time to join us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and we're delighted that Paris Smith is sponsoring a big sustainability award this year. And as I said, it really is our 9th year of running this event, this initiative. And I'd really like to know from you why you also feel, obviously we feel the awards are important, but why you feel they're important and why you wanted to get involved and get behind this initiative this year.
All the great local community projects around sustainability. And, you know, it doesn't have to be huge business that can do something around sustainability within their organisation. And I think it's really important for Paris's to share what we've learned. I think it shows that we have a deep commitment to Southampton and our local community. And this is a great way for us to show our dedication to that, but also share initiatives, best practice. And I think we have to come together as Southampton and a surrounding area to share those ideas and put together a real collective effort to make a difference for the future. And we do that at work. Sustainability is on everybody's agenda, whether that's the board, whether that's the environmental committee, and whether that's our staff committees that are coming up with ideas that we want to take forward for them.
Yeah, so the awards initiative itself hosts several categories every year, and we painstakingly look at what's happening out there in the sector to decide what those categories might be. And it does remain free for businesses to nominate. And as you alluded to there, so you talked about, businesses of all type and size, and that goes for the awards as well. Please don't think that awards are only for really big businesses and big companies to enter, because not at all. This is, everybody should have a voice and everybody has a merit in their environmental impact reduction. So whether it's a solution that a company has, be it a tool or a service, a technology or a particular expertise that they want to enter into an award, or whether it's a company themselves that have carried out a project that they, that has merit for an award. So I'd like to know from you, Sue, why you feel that companies should enter an award, shout about what they're doing, and not be the best kept secret, shall we say?
Yeah, I think it's really important for businesses to showcase all the positive steps that they're taking by entering awards such as yours. As I've already said, we're already seeing some really remarkable initiatives, and we need to share that best practice. So sharing those achievements, it sets standards, it encourages others. I think that's the biggest thing. People always think these things should be massive changes, but it starts with small things like waste management within your own organisation. But if you can inspire a small group, and everybody's got a part to play in that, and I think being more vocal about what everybody is doing, it will motivate others and it'll accelerate the transition, I think, between where we are now and where we want to be in a more sustainable future.
Yes, and I think that if a business is watching this now, they're a smaller business and they think, oh my goodness, how do we get involved in this? There must be so much to do. But we always say, look at the agenda, look at what you're doing now, and actually they're really surprised. Oh, we do turn the lights off if we're doing, we do have this recycling process. So actually they think we're not starting from scratch at all, which is always a good way to then hit the ground running for what you can do next. So Paris Smith has chosen the category of Best Startup of the Year. And for us as a team, this is a really special one for us as well. We've always wanted to champion what's new out there because, I don't think Paris Smith can remember when they were new at 205 years, but we certainly can. And so, we think they're the future, they're tomorrow. So we like to get behind them. So we're really pleased that you have. So why did you choose this one, Sue?
I think businesses of all sizes are exciting, but the thing for me for a startup is it's all new. And what better time to embed best practice and really have sustainability in the DNA of an organization, but to grab it right at that outset, right as it's coming into the world with fresh ideas, innovative thinking. And I love that. I love the new ideas that come into the local community. And I think that for us, from Paris Smith's point of view, is so, so important. It's such a unique time to be grabbing a business and their ideas. And as I say, it's really embedding that from the beginning. And we've already talked about, this, even the small changes, whether it is waste management, whether it is energy efficiency, or whether it is looking at reporting right from the very beginning. They're in such a strong position. I think sometimes companies like Paris Smith that have been around 200 odd years find it difficult to unpick and to put these projects in place. But that's what's exciting about a startup for me. It's there, the world's their oyster, and they can start on such a strong footing.
Yes, as you say, a company like Paris Smith, it's a big engine to sort of stop and put the umbrella over the top and look at what you're doing. It is harder when you are a fledgling business and you're smaller, you can start in the right way. And
Mm.
I think that I can remember reading once that so many great ideas and so many businesses just never, ever get the chance to take off and become something because perhaps they don't have the money to be able to promote themselves and they don't have a voice that early on, which is
Mm.
why we really want this category and we want to give them a voice and say to them, be brave, do be bold, and do enter the award. And that's why we're so, so pleased that you're supporting us, getting behind this one with us and shining a light on these really, really important businesses. So thank you so much. As a company, Paris Smith is on your own sustainability journey. It's something that we've sort of followed you on over the years that we have known you. And I was wondering if it might be possible to share just one or two, ideas and things that you have put in place that you're pleased to have done so and reaping the rewards of.
Okay, I think for me, and this is an absolute personal one for me as I manage the whole process, it has to be the refurbishment of our main office in Southampton. So we did a 2.5 million refit of our main office, and everything that came out of the office was recycled, repurposed, rehomed, and we kept a very close log of where everything was going. We then redesigned the area with well-being in mind. So have different feels in the areas where staff are working, where staff can rest, have lunch breaks, etc. And that was really, really important to me. And then we literally looked at the sustainability of all the manufacturers for everything that we put back in, whether that be a ceiling tile, a carpet tile, or a piece of furniture. And we again measured everything that we were doing. And as a result, we managed to attain a gold SCAR rating for the efforts of everybody, and that was absolutely brilliant. That's the biggest project for us where we've maintained real records on absolutely every aspect of what we're doing. I mean, within the office already, as I've mentioned, we have an environmental committee, and they drive projects such as recycling, waste management, and we are looking at things like cycle to work projects. And last year, for the first time, we became a member of EcoVadis and underwent our first audit. So they've given us some very good benchmarking and also some very good suggestions on how we can improve our sustainable practices. I'm personally looking at sustainable procurement for this year. So it's absolutely embedded in everything we do. It's on the board agenda constantly. As I say, we have a committee, our staff has come forward with suggestions. So this is something that sits very well with the culture that is Paris Smith.
I think a lot of businesses come to us and they say, well, if we go on this journey, how do we engage our staff? How do we get them to follow us on this journey? And I think that businesses could learn a lot from what it is that you've done, because it seems as though by involving everybody, and in such a huge project, like you say, with your office, your building development, that really has helped to bring an ethos to the business, and people realize it's important to you just by doing that project alone. So that does sound fantastic. And something else that you've actually highlighted there that we found over the years, that somebody that takes a big hand in the sustainability journey of an organization, as you are, the well-being of staff is also very often in their remit. And the fact that you've been able to take both of those elements into consideration with your, refurbishment of the offices, that's a real big commitment, but a really big thing that you've done to sort of future-proof both the staff experience and also your sustainability and your environmental impact going forward. So, yeah, so congratulations, big project. It hasn't aged you, see, that's the good thing. You still look.
I'm looking good for 200 years old, I think.
Yes, you're definitely looking good for 200 years old. So anyway, oh yeah, that's been really, really interesting, and I'm so pleased, and so are the team, that you are supporting us with the startup, company of the year, with the big sustainability awards. We very much appreciate your support. We know we can't do this alone, and we shouldn't do this alone, because this is a legacy event for all businesses, for both Hampshire and around the country as well. Thank you so much for your time, Sue. And we are building and building up towards the awards. We look forward to working with you on that journey. And also, we look forward to the gala dinner and the Sustainability Awards night itself, which takes place on the 24th of September at the very exciting St Mary's Stadium, the home of Southampton Football Club. And if you'd like to join Paris Smith on the night and support the work that they're doing to support us, do buy a ticket and join us. It's going to be a fabulous night, and it's very poignant in terms of the organisations that go away with an award. And my business partner also, right from the get-go of this initiative, said our finalists will also go away with something, because when it's our awards, everybody will have something, because by that time we think they're all winners, which is why we need a panel to decide who the winners are, because we'd never be able to do that ourselves. So Sue, thank you so much for your time, and again, thank you for your support, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much.